Hey there, YouTube, Michigander 1911. My review of the catch counter from catchcounter.com. Just spent the weekend here at Lake Semco. We caught our limit of 400 perch for the boat. The catch counter worked great. No complaints. You can tell it's kind of bloody. I don't know what the sunlight looks like here. And good, easy readout. Easy reset. Only problem, we wish the funnel was bigger so we could toss it from across the boat. But everything worked out great. Show you how it works here. And it cocks right over. All right, thank you.
All right, well, my review didn't come out quite as I liked. I didn't get everything in there. We were pushed up against time restraints and equipment problems and everything else. My good camera, the battery died, so I just used my cell phone. But I want to talk a little bit more about it. First off, it's one hell of a great product. It's all we could talk about in the boat all weekend. Like I mentioned, 4 guys, 400 keeper perch that went into the counter. Against previous years where our method used to be we'd have a 5-gallon bucket and then we'd have a cooler with ice in it. And every, the bucket get halfway or 3/4 of the way full, or if it was hot out, we'd have to do it every 20 minutes or so. We'd go through and count the perch from the 5-gallon bucket into the cooler. And, it'd be 25, 30, 40 perch, whatever. If it was real cold, we could maybe get 50 into the bucket, not have to worry about things. But still, we were constantly counting and not spending enough time fishing. So this actually helped on 2 fronts. One, it eliminated an extra bucket or cooler in the boat. I found a good cooler to mount it to, and that cooler held about 100, 120 perch. So that worked out perfect. And we had an exact count. So we didn't spend a lot of time counting all day. All we were doing was we were fishing. And, that's the whole point when you drive 4 hours to go on a fishing trip, is to do some fishing. So that helped out great. Everybody loved this thing. I told a few other guys that we kind of know over there at Lake Semco, and they were going to go out and buy one. Hopefully they did. If we ran into somebody, a couple of people seen it in their boat and kind of asked what it was, I gave them that information, told them to go to catchcounter.com. And I recommend that all you do too. If you do a lot of perch fishing or pan fishing where, you're getting your limits of 50, 100, depending on how many people you got with you for your daily limits, you need this product. You really do. I mean, it keeps your fish cold. You're not lifting that cooler lid all the time, letting that ice, melt. It counts all your perch for you. It's really well constructed. And it cleans up easy. And once we got back, we had 2.5 days worth of fish blood and guts on this thing. I took a hot washcloth, hot water and soap, and just kind of scrubbed it down. It took me about 5-10 minutes, but it scrubbed down, cleaned off nice and easy. I made sure it was real nice and clean before we put it back in the boat for the winter. But it was easy cleaning. Like I said, that's 2.5 days worth of us tossing fish in there. The only thing we all wish was that funnel was a little bit bigger so we could throw them from across the boat. We're fishing off a 20-foot boat, and when we get 4 of us, we get kind of settled in our little spot in the boat, and you got your little minnow bucket with you, and you got all your stuff going, and you don't, we're catching fish one after another. We don't want to get up and move around and break that. We would just want to stay in that fish catching zone. So if we could throw them, we keep this thing right in the middle of the boat. If we can throw them and all hit it, once in a while we would actually hit the funnel, and everybody kind of laugh, but that's the only thing we wish was bigger. But that's not a big problem because it still worked. I bet 2 or 3 out of every 10 shots was a hit, and then there was always somebody close enough to the counter that if you missed, you could grab it, grab a fish off the floor and put it in there for them or whatever. So it wasn't that big of a deal. But like I said, none of us really wanted to get out of our chairs. So that's just the way it went. It worked out great. Everybody absolutely loves this product. I recommend it highly. The guy over at Catch Counter, like I said, this is made down in Ohio. If you already haven't watched my first impressions video, go watch that. I include a little bit more on the shipping and stuff like that, and my story of how I got it and found it. Great product though, guys. Go to catchcounter.com, buy one of these, support a good local business, and have a good day.